The third consecutive season that Ohio State and Notre Dame have met one another on the gridiron. 2 years ago was the season opening game. It was mid-September last year. Jaden Fielding approaching the ball, puts his right foot to it for Ohio State to get it started, and that'll be a touchback. Notre Dame's offense averaging 405 yards per game. We'll have Riley Leonard at quarterback, senior who has completed 66% of his passes. Their own 25. Riley Leonard working out of a shotgun. 4 down front on the Ohio State defensive line. Leonard gets the snap, hands to Love, and Love's going to be piled up, and he's going to be stopped by defensive end Jalen Tuimoloau right around the Notre Dame 22-yard line for a loss.
Tackle for loss. That's 12 or 42 and a half now for his career.
And now 2 men in the backfield surrounding quarterback Riley Leonard on 3rd and 1 from the Ohio State 45. Defensive line shifts. Leonard out of the shotgun, has a running back moving in motion, and he gives to that bug. Love sweeping to the right side, but he's going to be knocked down for a loss. Right around the Ohio State 47-yard line. Linebacker Cody Simon leads the charge for Ohio State to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to say no gain on that play.
Tight end on the left side of the line is Evans. 1st and goal, Notre Dame to the Ohio State 1. Leonard gets the snap. Leonard's going to run straight ahead and into the end zone for his 17th rushing touchdown of the season, a Notre Dame single-season record. And the Fighting Irish get on the board first, leading 6-0.
Yeah, they took it right down the field, converted on 2 4th downs. No doubt what they wanted to do. They wanted to run the football.
3rd and 5, Ohio State at their own 30, trailing 7-0 here in the first quarter. Notre Dame loads up the defensive line. Will Howard in the gun, gets the snap. Howard sets up to pass, pressure coming, shoots it up the left side, caught by Jeremiah Smith, and he lunges to the Notre Dame 37, where eventually he was yanked down. He'll eventually get the first down pickup presented by Kroger. Tackle is made by corner Leonard Moore.
Yeah, they got him one-on-one there on the Ohio State left. 3 receivers on the right side. They went back to Jeremiah Smith, and he caught his first pass of the ball game. That's as many catches as he had last week.
Brandon Ennis started wide left. He'll motion to the right along with Ibuka and Smith. Pistol formation. Howard a low snap, feeds Henderson running straight ahead. Breaks it wide to the right. Travion Henderson gets to the 50-yard line. He's to Notre Dame territory, and Xavier Watts, safety, forces him out at the Fighting Irish 47. Travion Henderson, a big gain for another Ohio State first down.
And they move now in Notre Dame territory with that run there by Travion Henderson. Again, those legs look as fresh as I've seen him throughout his career, and this is week 16.
Averaging over 7 yards per carry through the whole season. Buckeyes down a touchdown. Snap to Howard, empty backfield, screens right side. And with the ball is Quinshon Judkins. Dances his way to the 30 of Notre Dame. Touchdown at the 25 of the Fighting Irish. Quinshon Judkins touching it for the first time. Finally brought down by safety Xavier Watts, and that's another Ohio State first down.
They went 5 wides there, 5 wide receivers in the ballgame, with Quinshon Judkins being one of them. They ran a wide receiver screen to Quinshon Judkins, and he takes it and picks up that first down.
His 21st catch of the year. He had 2 rushing TDs last week against Texas. And with a minute and a half to play in the first quarter, it's 1st and 10. Ohio State. Howard under center again. 2nd down, Ohio State at the Notre Dame 8-yard line. Tight end Scott motioning all over the place. Howard gets the step, fakes the handoff, sets up to throw, screens it out to right side, and Jeremiah Smith with it to the 5, and he'll dance into the end zone for an Ohio State touchdown. Jeremiah Smith from 8 yards out. He gets what ends up being his 5th touchdown of the playoffs. And the Buckeyes are a PAT away from tying this game.
The Buckeyes came out with some play action there. They had everything going to the left, but Jeremiah Smith was all alone on the right side. Didn't look like there was a defender close to him. Will Howard carries out the fake, comes back to his right, throws it to Jeremiah Smith and into the end zone.
So the PAT unit is out. John Furman to snap. Joe McGuire to hold. Coogan the center in position over the ball. And here's a blitz coming as Riley looks to throw. He's going to be grabbed, eludes Cody Simon, rolls to his left. Simon chasing from behind. A flag thrown as the ball's thrown and caught by one of the Notre Dame receivers.
Could it be?
Around the 36-yard line, caught by Bo Collins. But there's a play behind the line of scrimmage, and it might be, Jim.
It could be.
It might be. Let's rub the lamp and see if we see the genie. We're thinking it might be a holding call.
Oh!
Offense number 56, 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That is on tackle Charles Jagasaw, and we're reacting that way because it is the first holding call against an Ohio State opponent since the September 21st game against Marshall. Buka and Smith wide left for quarterback Will Howard, who's going to work under center Carson Hinsman. First down, Buckeyes on their own 24. Henderson the lone setback, but a give on a fly sweep, and it's Ibuka coming around to the right side, loose to his own 30, to the 37, and that's where Emeka Ibuka is taken down at the 37 by linebacker Drake Bowen, picking up a first down for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Buckeyes doing a good job mixing things up. We saw a screen already. We saw a reverse on that last play.
Will Howard under center. Barks out the call, and he feeds it Henderson. No, he keeps it. Looks to throw. Cocks the arm. Fires down the right side. Caught at the Notre Dame 47 by Carnell Tate. Stepping out of bounds in front of the defensive back, Gray, who was covering him. But Carnell Tate, who had a busy game last week with 7 catches, makes his first today. Give the Buckeyes a first down in Irish territory.
All 3 receivers have a catch now. Our tight end, G. Scott, has a catch. Quinshon Judkins, I think, caught a football out there, so Will Howard doing a good job mixing things up.
As the Buckeyes look at 3rd and 5 from the Notre Dame 43-yard line. Tie game at 7. Howard out of the shotgun, drops behind the 50 to pass. Will Howard now takes off running left side. He'll hit the Notre Dame 40, 35, and he goes down at the Notre Dame 31-yard line. Will Howard, as he had corner Christian Gray pursuing him, but on the ground, Will Howard gives the Buckeyes a first down.
Yeah, that time Notre Dame slanted or angled their defensive line, only rushed 3. Will Howard was able to recognize no one covered downfield with a drop. Says, hey, I'm just going to take this with my feet, and was able to pick up the 5+ yards for the first down.
At the Notre Dame 32-yard line. First down, Ohio State at the Notre Dame 32. Snap to Will Howard, some pressure coming, dumps it out on the right side. Caught by Ibuka at the Notre Dame 30. Gets to the 25, drives a defender as he goes out of bounds to the 20. He laid the wood to corner Christian Gray. Finally, linebacker Drake Bowen bumped Ibuka out of the bounds, but he aggressively gives Ohio State a first down.
Yeah, gain of about 12 on that first down. Well, there's your record holder.
Yes. And he has the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to that receiving record. 1st and 10, Ohio State at the Notre Dame 20-yard line.
90-some yards, he'll get the receiving record, too.
Why not, Jim? Ibuka and Smith will go wide left. Quinshon Judkins to the left of quarterback Will Howard, who's in the shotgun. Howard gets the snap. Takes off running left side. Will Howard to the 10-yard line, taken down at the Notre Dame 9-yard line. Is Will Howard, as he just followed his blockers before linebacker Jaden Osbury stopped him. And the Buckeyes, still working in the Giant Eagle red zone, get a first down.
Yeah, quarterback run. I think that's his 3rd rushing attempt in this ball game.
Tight ends on each side of the line. For Ohio State, pistol formation with Will Howard at quarterback. Judkins behind him at tailback. 1st and goal from the Notre Dame 9. Judkins the give. Going left side off one defender. Judkins to the 5. Judkins to the goal line and into the end zone for a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins bouncing off of defenders. 9-yard TD run, Quinshon Judkins. And Ohio State has their first lead of the night.
Yeah, they went behind that left side of that offensive line. Donovan Jackson, Will Montgomery over there blocking. Got some good blocks, and Judkins put a nice jump cut, jumped to the outside, and then went forward into the end zone.
So it is 13-7. Ohio State with a lead. They will try for the 14th point of the game with a PAT unit on. Aeneas Williams in the backfield. 3rd down, Notre Dame. Working from their own 30-yard line. 14-7, Ohio State leading here in the second quarter. Riley Leonard in the gun. And the snap goes off the tight end, and it's down on the ground, and it looks like it's recovered by Notre Dame. But as the tight end, Evans, was moving in motion from right to left, the ball hit him and went to the ground. And Notre Dame manages to keep the possession, but they're going to face 4th down.
You know, Arvell Reese was dancing around there behind the nose guard there. I don't know if that caused an issue, but you're right. They went back 4 yards. Another.
Number 2 for Notre Dame is wearing 43 on this play.
Mitchell Evans, the tight end, recovered the ball, but Notre Dame will have to punt now. Ibuka and Ennis will go wide to the left with Tate. Smith wide right. 3rd down, Ohio State from their own 22-yard line. Will Howard out of the shotgun, drops back at his 13 to pass, looks, and he sails that up the left side, caught by Ennis. He'll scoot to his own 35 to the 40 and driven out of bounds just past the 40-yard line. Brandon Ennis, as he is taken out by defensive back Rod Hurd, but the chains will move on the catch by the sophomore from Hollywood, Florida, and the drive continues for Ohio State.
Just when you think you got them all covered, you got them all figured out, Brandon Ennis comes up and makes a big play there. Ohio State luckily was able to protect Will Howard there. They had a late blitzer on a stunt come around. Ohio State was able to pick that up, and Will Howard delivered.
Ennis, who had a TD catch at Penn State, gets the Buckeyes to their own 42-yard line with a fresh set of downs with the ball at their own 45. Notre Dame shows blitz. Snap to Howard. Back to throw against pressure. Howard looks, fires up the left side of the field, and it is caught at the Notre Dame 35 by Carnell Tate, who digs down to get it in front of the Fighting Irish receiver, Gray, who came up to play him. Gray a little slow in getting up, but a first down to Carnell Tate.
What a wonderful catch there by Carnell Tate in an absolutely great route. Boy, he did a great job getting his hands underneath there, and Will Howard put it about the only place he could to get that completion.
1st and 10, Ohio State at Notre Dame's 35 with a minute 44 left until halftime. Howard gets the snap. Back to throw with some pressure coming. Howard tosses out on the right side, caught by Jeremiah Smith at the 29 of Notre Dame. And he'll push his way upfield and finally forced out around the Notre Dame 23-yard line by corner Christian Gray. That moves the sticks again for Ohio State.
Will Howard, 13 of 13. How good has he been in this first half?
Very. Cotton Bowl MVP last week. Will Howard has the Buckeyes on the march. First down with the ball at the Notre Dame 23.
Well, now no more negative plays. Obviously, you like to get in the end zone, but you got points here if our kicker can put it through the uprights.
Yes, Jaden Fielding being the kicker. Buckeyes looking at 2nd down, 10 to go from the 23 of the Fighting Irish. Howard to pass again. Howard looks, eludes a defender, running to the right side in the Notre Dame 20. To the 15, Will Howard taken down at the 12 is Will Howard by linebacker Kingston Vilimuasa, and the Buckeyes are in the Giant Eagle red zone after getting that first down. And now Ibuka and G. Scott motion to the left. Buckeyes are the 6 of Notre Dame. Will Howard in the shotgun, gets the snap. Howard back to throw. Sets up, looks all over, takes off running. Will Howard now throws into the end zone, wide open, and it's Judkins with a catch for the score. Will Howard started to run right up the middle, but he finds Quinshon Judkins on a 6-yard TD pass play, and Ohio State now with a 20-7 lead over Notre Dame.
Well, Ohio State's undefeated when we have a player have multiple scores, and that's 2 for Quinshon Judkins. 1 rushing, 1 receiving. Excellent job there by Will Howard. Buying extra time with his feet, he steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, and a wide open Quinshon Judkins.
Ibuka and Smith wide right, Tate wide left, tight end left side of the line. And Judkins the single setback. Howard from under center feeds Judkins going up the middle, and he's loose to his own 35, to the 40, 50-yard line. Quinshon Judkins, he's in a foot race to the Notre Dame 30, left angle to the 20. Judkins to the 10, and he is taken down at the Notre Dame 5-yard line. Quinshon Judkins racing against all of the Notre Dame defense before corner Leonard Moore brings him down. The Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone thanks to a 70-yard run by Quinshon Judkins.
Over 1,000 yards now for the season, and guess what? Travion Henderson is right at 1,000. Wow.
Wow, what a way to start the third quarter. 1st and goal, Ohio State at the Notre Dame 5. Quinshon Judkins breaks it through the defense and gets it on the doorstep. Patrick Gerd in as the fullback, lining up in front of Quinshon Judkins in a power I. 3 tight ends, 2 on the right, 1 to the left. Howard under center. Hands to Judkins. Straight ahead goes Judkins and into the end zone for another touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, a 1-yard jaunt to the end zone. His 2nd rushing touchdown, his 3rd of the night, and it's 27-7, Ohio State ahead of Notre Dame.
Wow, we talked about coming out and finishing a drive to take it down here to start the third quarter. The Buckeyes just did just that. All of it mostly by Quinshon Judkins. Got 70 on 1 play.
So the PAT unit on to try for point number 28. 3 receivers wide right now. The tight end Evans motioning from right to left. And a 3rd down, Buckeyes are blitzing Leonard, who's back to throw. Leonard looking. Leonard fires middle of the field. Caught by Faison out the left side, tackled at the 34 by corner Denzel Burke. That should be short of the first down.
Looks like they need 2 more yards, or at least 1.5 yards.
Now the punt unit's slow to come out, but they are coming out.
Yeah, watch the fake, right?
Yes, they're known to do that. And Brandon Innes will be back for Ohio State around the 33 to await the punt. It is 4th down, 2 to go. Notre Dame with the ball at their own 33, and it's a fake. Snap to the up man who's rolling to the right. It's Angeli, the backup quarterback, throws an incompletion at their own 38-yard line as he through Jared Faison, who was covered by Denzel Burke. So Steve Angeli, the backup quarterback, set up as the up protector, took the snap and threw an incomplete pass, and Ohio State's going to have the ball in Notre Dame territory.
Ohio State kept their defense out there. They were playing for that fake just like we were talking about there. Well defended there, and Denzel Burke in coverage. Pass was just a little bit off by Angeli.
He came in the second quarter last week against Penn State and led Notre Dame to a drive that got a field goal right before the half. Furman in position to snap it. Sends it to McGuire, and the kick by Fielding for a 46-yard field goal in the air, and that one goes through the uprights, tying his season-long 46 yards. Jaden Fielding and Ohio State adding more points to the board. They lead Notre Dame 31-7 with 7:52 to play third quarter in the national championship game. Leonard gets the snap, more pressure coming. Leonard looks, and he's going to be hit and grabbed by linebacker Sonny Styles and sacked right around the Notre Dame 35-yard line. Junior from Pickerington comes up with that big sack to bring up a course and third down.
Buckeyes brought 6 on that play, overwhelmed the offensive line for Notre Dame, and they give up their first sack. And now after Kenyatta Jackson, a couple of those guys get a little bit of break, they're going to bring in Jack Sawyer and Jalen Tuimoloau in to get some rush here on 3rd and long.
And Riley Leonard in the gun. His tight end Evans is moving in motion, left to right. Leonard gets the ball, looks to pass, sails that one up the left side. It's caught at the Ohio State 29. Greathouse off a defender. Left side to the 20 of Ohio State, to the 15, and he's going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. Jaden Greathouse, much like he did against Penn State on a decisive play, a 34-yard TD pass from Riley Leonard, and the Fighting Irish get their second score of the day. They trail 31-13.
Well, they came up in kind of a no-huddle, hurry-up type offense there. Got the aid on a 3rd and 19 of a defensive pass interference that kept the drive alive.
1st and 10, Notre Dame for their own 21-yard line. Leonard with a snap. Hands it on a fly sweep face on coming left side. Tripped up and stopped at the 21 of Notre Dame by safety Caleb Downs.
Yeah, 2 more plays like that. Get them backed up, make them punt. Of course, it will be almost 4-down territory for Notre Dame, but still, get them in a 3rd and long situation.
So this is 2nd and 9. Notre Dame at their own 22-yard line. Jeremiah Love back into tailback, but Riley Leonard's going to throw with some pressure coming. He throws, dumps it out on the right side where it's caught in the receiver. Love is going to be wrapped up and stopped right around the Ohio State 44-yard line. Cody Simon, linebacker, in there to blow that play. It was thrown for Harrison, excuse me.
That'll be a tackle for loss. Loss of 4 on that play.
1st and goal, Notre Dame at the Ohio State 8-yard line. Leonard gets the snap. Leonard takes off running, and he's dropped at the 5-yard line as Ohio State defensive end Kenyatta Jackson brought him to the ground.
Knifes in from working against the offensive left tackle.
Transfer from South Carolina.
Got to play the fake.
Chris Salerno is the holder. Everybody in position. Salerno puts it down. Jeter with a kick that is in the air, and it hits the left upright and bounces off target. Hit the left upright and clanged back into the field of play. No good. Mitch Jeter on the Notre Dame field goal try. So with 9:24 remaining in the fourth quarter, the score remains 31-15. Ohio State ahead of Notre Dame. Timeout on the field. This is Buckeye football from Learfield. 2nd and 9, Ohio State for their own 21-yard line. Low snap to Howard, and he's going to take off running. Howard gets loose to his 30 and is taken down at the 31 on the Ohio State side of the field by safety Yadon Schuler. And that's a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
20 first downs now for Ohio State. Fresh set of chains, and all you can say now, keep emphasizing it, take care of the football.
Riley Leonard gets his offense assembled, claps his hands, gets the snap out of the shotgun. Back to pass is Leonard. Looks, and he's grabbed by Jalen Tuimoloau, defensive end, and put on the ground at the Ohio State 34-yard line as the protection collapsed.
Oh, Jalen, now it's 12.5 sacks on the season. First one of the ball game for him.
Playing in his final Ohio State game, and there's an Ohio State player, and maybe Tuimoloau, who's on the ground, stretching out as though he might be cramping. So play's going to be stopped.
No, he was getting held on that play, too.
Well, 4:40 is what remains on the fourth quarter clock. Riley Leonard gets the snap. Back to throw with some pressure coming. Leonard will sail that one up the left side for Greathouse, and he's got it in the end zone. Penalty flag thrown. It's a touchdown to Jaden Greathouse. He had Jordan Hancock all over him. But that's the second time Riley Leonard and Jaden Greathouse have hooked up on a TD pass. Assuming it's a defensive penalty, the score will stand. Faison, Raridan, and Evans wide left. And it's going to be a reverse on a pitch, and it's Faison throwing it into the end zone, and he hits his receiver for a 2-point conversion, Bo Collins. Jordan Faison throws a 2-point pass. Tight end Kazmarek on the right side of the line. Judkins in the backfield with Howard, who's in a shotgun. Carson Hinsman snaps it to Will Howard. He's going to take it and run himself. Bouncing out left side. Howard gets to his own 30. Howard to the 35 where he is tackled by safety Xavier Watts. But Will Howard will get an Ohio State first down.
His feet have really helped out Ohio State today. He got several first downs running the football. Notre Dame taking the time out here.
And we've seen at times when they've tried to run Will Howard previous to tonight where it hasn't gone well, along with Travion Henderson surrounding quarterback Will Howard. Notre Dame's defense shifts again. Howard out of the shotgun, back to pass at his own 25. He'll gun that deep down the right side, and it is caught by Jeremiah Smith at the 30 of Notre Dame. He's taken to the Fighting Irish 10-yard line by cornerback Christian Gray. Howard to Smith, getting the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Well, if they're going to play man coverage, who are you going to go to? Number 4, Jeremiah Smith. Will Howard put that one on the money. It might be the play of the ball game right there.
2:17 and counting, fourth quarter. Agree with you, Jim. It is now 1st and goal, Ohio State at Notre Dame's 9.
They can take a lot of time off this clock here.
And I think they're going to do that right to the 2-minute timeout. Will Howard just balloons one out to Jeremiah Smith down the right sideline, and he got additional yardage after contact. Timeout on the field. 2 minutes left until the national championship with 29 seconds remaining in the game. John Furman, the long snapper, in position over the ball. 10 of the 11 Fighting Irish on the line of scrimmage. This is a 33-yard field goal try. Furling is set. Furling snaps. McGuire puts it down. Fielding with a kick. That one through the uprights. Jaden Fielding. 33-yard field goal. So Ohio State's lead has now swollen to 34-23 over Notre Dame with 26 seconds remaining.
That should do it.
2 for 2. Jaden Fielding on field goal tries tonight.
Now kick this ball out to the back of the end zone. Don't give him a chance to return and go play defense for about 5 plays.
Yes. And the Ohio State fans ready to burst with joy here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta and celebrate Ohio State's 9th national championship and their first since 2014 when they beat the Oregon Ducks, who they beat in the second round of these playoffs. Riley Leonard gets the snap out of the shotgun. Back to throw. Throws in the middle of the field, caught by Love, and he's going to be knocked down by lineman Tyleek Williams right around the 20, maybe even further back. And the whistles finally blow with 18 seconds on the clock.
Clock's ticking, too.
Yep. And 14 and 13. Notre Dame will get on the ball looking at 2nd and long.
Taking a while to spot this.
It is taking a while. 7 seconds left. Notre Dame trying to hustle the line of scrimmage. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. Leonard gets the Irish on the ball. Leonard gets the snap. Back to throw Riley Leonard. Rolls to his right at his 20. Leonard sails that middle of the field where it's caught by Greathouse. He's tackled at the 40. Tackled by Jordan Hancock, and Ohio State, national champions, beating Notre Dame tonight. 34-23, the 9th national championship in Ohio State history. A team that got into the playoffs and they played angry and determined. And they give Ryan Day his first national championship. And Ohio State gets the victory, defeating Notre Dame 34-23. That's our final score. This is the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Yeah.